Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Leo Rabinovich here again from RevitalizeYourself.com. Are you brushing your teeth enough or too much? You've probably heard the common advice of you gotta brush every morning, every evening, if not more. But to understand how much we should be brushing, first we need to understand why we're brushing. Why are we even brushing our teeth? Well, here's why. When we're brushing our teeth, we're breaking up the bacteria in our mouth. We're breaking up the biofilm known as plaque. What the plaque does is when it hardens, it can turn to tartar and wear down our teeth, eventually causing decay and cavities. So that's why it's important to brush your teeth and brush them thoroughly so you brush away all that plaque. And what causes plaque? Plaque is caused by, most often, starchy, high glycemic foods, sugars and starches that those bacteria in your mouth like to feed on. The bacteria in your mouth like to feed on that sugar and then produce acidic waste that breaks down our teeth, breaks down our enamel, and causes cavities and periodontal disease. That's why we brush our teeth, to break up that biofilm and keep it from decaying our teeth due to loss of mineralization. Now, is that the only cause of cavities, the biofilm? No. If you've seen some of our other videos, we've talked about another cause of cavities is lack of nutrients in the diet, particularly a lack of fat-soluble vitamins. But that said, what does toothbrushing do? We've talked about what brushing our teeth is for. So how often do we need to do it? Is more the merrier the better? No. More is not always better. If you brush your teeth right after a meal, particularly right after a meal where you've had some sugars, some starchy carbohydrates, if you brush your teeth right after, you're actually going to destroy your enamel by brushing and causing abrasion on the weakened enamel that's already been weakened by the acids caused by these bacteria. So you should not brush within 30 minutes after eating a meal. If you want to clean out your mouth, try this instead. Rather than finishing your meal with dessert, finish it with something fibrous. Chew some gum, or even better, eat a stick of celery, eat some kale, eat something fibrous, or at least some chewing gum or something like that to help break up the biofilm in your mouth, to help get rid of those sugars and starches that are in your mouth and that feed those bacteria that cause decay. Now let's talk about toothpaste. The only point of toothpaste is to provide fluoride. Fluoride helps remineralize the teeth, especially with kids and young adults, because their teeth are more porous, they're more able to absorb the fluoride. That's all that toothpaste does. It does not help us brush. That's why dry brushing alone is so beneficial. If we have a diet that's very low in starchy carbohydrates, very low in sugar, then frankly, we don't really need toothpaste all that often, because our teeth should be remineralizing themselves if we eat a balanced diet. That said, how often should we brush, regardless of what our diet is? Should we brush in the evening and the morning? Well, here's the truth. Since we've talked about the role of brushing our teeth, if you do a full, thorough brush in the evening, if you hypothetically knocked out every bit of plaque, got every bit of sugar and starch out of your mouth was wiped clean by that brush, then hypothetically, you don't actually need a brush in the morning. You don't have to do that morning brush. It's more important to get a thorough brush and get all that biofilm and plaque out of your mouth so it doesn't cause problems, so it doesn't lead to the creation of tartar overnight. It's important to clean your teeth very well in the evening. Remember, at least 30 minutes after your last meal, that is. It's important to clean your teeth very thoroughly and not have to do additional brushes every day. You can have a completely 100% healthy mouth by only brushing once a day. I, for example, have never had periodontal disease. I've never even had a cavity. I only brush once a day. But my brush isn't just a quick 1-2 done brush. It involves a series of steps. Typically, I'd start with an oil pull. And then I'll do a very thorough brush, perhaps 2 cycles of brushing with a sonic toothbrush. And after that, I'll floss and swish my mouth with water. On top of that, every time I eat a meal with a lot of sugar, with starchy carbohydrates, I'll swish my mouth with some water. I'll eat some celery or kale at the end, just to help clean my mouth out. Steps like that are what really prevents decay, not brushing more and more and more. When you brush more and more and more, you could actually make the decay get even worse because you are brushing away the weakened enamel after these meals. Long story short, with brushing, more is hardly ever better. Focus on quality, not quantity of brushes, and make sure that you're eating a healthy diet, because the #1 cause of periodontal disease is not brushing your teeth, it's not hygiene habits, it's your diet. So if you're having problems with your teeth, if you're having problems with your smile, start paying attention to your diet, first and foremost. And make sure you brush your teeth thoroughly once a day so you don't have to brush it more than that. Thank you everyone for tuning in. We'll see you in the next video.